This is northern Scotland. Sheep in the distance, mist hanging low, lovely orange, yellow and green, empty roads. The traffic is so courteous over here. They will just stop and let you pass, and then only they'll wave at you as you pass through, and then only everybody carries on. It's such a joy to ride over here. Good morning from my slightly cramped bedroom here on the coast of Scotland. It's about 7 a.m. I've been up for a while, but I've been waiting for the light to come. I don't know whether you can see much. You can't really see much. In some time, I'm sure the light will come up and I will be able to show you where we've pitched camp. But right now I need to get my day started. Now to find our equipment. Sort of got some system to this. We should be good to go. Grinding some fresh. As and when the light comes up, this view is going to be incredible. Daylight's here. Fortunately, no rain as of yet. Got my shoes out, and it looks like someone else has made a home on my shoe. I think I'm just going to wear it anyway. Great spot to have stayed. This is a little bit off the North Coast 500, but I'm glad I made that like 3 to 4 mile detour because this place was just beautiful. The plan for today is to head further like southwest. We're curving around the coast now. If we're lucky, the weather will let us catch some of those views over there. It's great. It's so great to be here. It's so great to be here. Good times, good time. You feel the moisture, but it's not rain, so that's fine. I mean, there is a glimmer of hope. Look at the skies over there. A little bit of sunlight and much lighter. The dark clouds end at a point over there. Hopefully there isn't a new batch moving in, but it looks like we're headed in the right direction. And if all goes well, we might find some, well, maybe not clear skies, but clearer skies at least. I'll take whatever I get.
Riding through this landscape in this misty and grey setting, it was easy to see why this part of the world is so closely linked to stories of monsters, mystery and magic. It does, without doubt, give you an inherent feeling that there are strange powers at work, conjuring up every element of your experience. Spooky or mystical, I'll leave that to you to decide. All I know is that my silent prayers for better weather didn't go unheard. As I continued to ride west, the clouds began to lift, revealing brilliantly blue skies and a glimpse of what I can only imagine is the summertime splendor of Scotland.
Cheers, bro. For the first time, I think since when I reached Scotland, some blue skies. So we found this lovely parking spot on the side of the highway. There's a little lake behind and the mountains there. The DSLR is on time lapse. Prasanjit has had soup and
a coffee and sandwiches.
2 sandwiches. Yeah. So basically, traveling in the UK is really expensive, obviously. So if you're going to like go to a pub and eat every meal, then it'll cost you between like 8 to 10 pounds probably.
At least
8 to 10 pounds conservatively. If you are trying to stay in hotels every night, chances are like 40 to 60 pounds is like the entry level.
That too rarely.
Yeah, rarely. You don't find it everywhere, right? And a cup of coffee costs 2.5 pounds. Everything costs a fair amount. If you're doing just like 5 to 10 days, then maybe you can afford it. Maybe it like all makes sense. That math is okay. And if you're running in pounds, of course. But if you're doing a longer trip, then it's important to sort of be wary of that and try to find such beautiful cars.
And camper vans
As well. Yeah, sorry. So you try to find ways to sort of make your money do more for you. One of the ways is to like bring your own coffee in your coffee kit. It takes up a little bit of space, but great coffee no matter where you are early in the morning, even at your hotel or in your campsite or your Airbnb or in the middle of the road. This works. The other thing is to just buy supplies. One of the things that you find in the UK is that like Tesco and Aldi and all of these stores, supermarket stores, they have really good like cold cuts and cheese and bread and stuff available. So pack up some of that. We just make sandwiches as we go. We're carrying our own water. We're carrying like some juice and just things like that you can buy in the supermarket. Yeah. Correct. The sustainable way to travel here is to sort of fend for yourself. Obviously, you need to think about what will last better. The weather is really cold currently, at least, so it doesn't really matter. It's almost like being in a fridge. This whole country is a fridge. But yeah, it keeps like you're not suffering. You're not like living badly because you're camping and you're eating on your own. This is the famous Kailaspu Bridge. How incredibly beautiful. How about that? How about that?
A few kilometers later, we ventured off the NC 500, opting to use a route that was recommended to me by a well-wisher who I'd only ever spoken to over messages on Instagram. It was a bit of a gamble, but it paid off almost instantly. The wider highway was soon replaced by a scenic single track that took us through quaint little villages and wound its way through so many different lakes that I couldn't even keep count, let alone try to learn or remember any names. As another day of riding on the North Coast 500 drew closer to its end, I couldn't help but marvel at how splendid and unpredictable this experience was proving to be. While there was no telling what surprises or challenges lay ahead, at this time and in that moment, it seemed like things were only going to get even better.